Hi, I'm Shonda Golden, and you're watching Shonda's Golden Ticket. I am so pleased to introduce my next guest. She's one of my favorite people in town, Tammy Bourdet. Hey, Tammy.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. So let's see. You have the Chocolate Walrus. You own that.
Yes.
You own Sierra Nevada Chocolates.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And Lulu Chic Boutique.
Yes.
But you're not here to talk about opening a new business.
None of that. I got something more exciting.
Very cool. Tell our audience what you're doing.
We started a nonprofit organization, myself and several other Reno natives.
Cool.
And it's called Our Hearts, Our Families, Our Community.
That's a great name.
Thank you. And it was inspired by Jaime Metzker.
Okay.
And she's such an inspiration to me. And I just met her. I just met her 4 weeks ago, and she has inspired me to be a better person.
Right.
And I think her story needs to be told. And she was very mellow about it at the very beginning because when her husband passed, she didn't want everybody to remember her journey. She wanted to have everybody remember who her husband was.
And who was her husband?
J.K. Metzker.
Okay, very good.
Yeah, and so she wanted that memory to be focused on him. And so I know a mutual friend, and so for the past 9-10 months, I've been hearing little tidbits about this and that, and her little journey, and I'm like, wow, she's amazing. I just really want to meet her. I got to meet her. And Jamie told me her story, and she's like, and we were having a wonderful time, and she's like, very openly blank. She goes, I just didn't want everybody to know about my cancer.
Wow.
Because I wanted it to be focused on JK. And she goes, yeah, I got a terminal disease, Tammy, pass the sugar.
Wow.
And I'm like, I'm looking at her going, I'll never complain again.
Yeah.
And she was just matter of fact and perseverance. And she goes on to tell me that the only way I'm allowed to talk about her journey of her cancer is if this organization gives to other members in our community as well. So anyways, Jamie was telling me about a story, how other people in our community really need help. And she told me about a fellow peer of hers that had a child that had a brain tumor.
Okay.
And they had to go to the Oakland Children's Hospital, which is huge and fabulous. But they're the larger families. They have a couple more children and the husband. And sometimes you don't always get in the Ronald McDonald House, you know, and they try so hard and they do wonderful things, but there's only so many rooms.
Right.
So Jamie instantly wrote her a check for $4,000 for expenses.
Wow.
I know, isn't she amazing?
That is amazing.
And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at her across the table and I'm like, you are such an inspiration and such a face of hope and perseverance and to be a better person.
Right.
And I go to, anyways, and unfortunately, God needed extra angels. And when it came time, the family didn't have funds to bury their child. So Jamie ended up calling the funeral services and paid for the entire funeral services on top of it. When the lady figured out at the funeral services who Jamie was because of the credit card, she's like, but aren't you? And she's like, yes, I am. She goes, but this family is going through so much. And they're going through such a trial in their life and the funds are not there. How can I not give this to them? How can I not? The community has been so wonderful to me. How can I not help this family out? And the lady was just, I guess, just over emotioned.
Sure.
And when I heard the story, I was over emotioned.
Well, yeah, you started a charitable organization.
Yeah. 4 weeks ago.
That's so awesome.
And so now it's gone into this amazing thing. So we need to raise funds.
Okay, because you've got something way cool coming up right now.
Oh my God, I'm getting goosebumps because it's so October.
Yeah.
October 20th, save that date. Okay, we are throwing a vampire gala.
That's so rad.
Isn't that?
I love that. Fun.
And everybody like yourself is just like, what can we do? Let's put it on the show. Let's do this. Let's do that. And it's just coming together in a very short amount of time. And it's just wonderful to see our community. And it goes back to our name.
Right.
Everybody's hearts and working on all of our Reno-Sparks families, and our community coming together. Right. It is a gala. It's definitely going to be formal attire or vampire attire.
Okay.
Which we'd love for everybody to dress up.
Vampire,
absolutely. And we have a decorating team that's come on board and donated the majority of everything.
It's going to probably be one of those things that just carries on and on and on. 10 years from now.
May we have
20.
to do this for eternity.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, and it's
Good
a
for
challenge
you.
I accept.
So how can people in the community, aside from doing the Vampire Gala, how can they help donate?
Absolutely. We are looking for, it's going to be similar to a Fantasies and Chocolate experience.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so we're always looking for restaurants and bakers and bars and wineries out here locally that are going to help. And you can drop off donations at Lulu's Chic Boutique,
Okay,
La Uva Bella, south of town, and Labels in downtown.
very cool. Well, thank you so much for taking time to be on the show. You're one of my favorite guests. I just admire you so much.
You're so kind. Thank you for
You're
having
awesome.
us so much, and thank you for doing this.
Thank you. Yeah, for sure. You can find out more about Tammy's great organization by checking her out on my Facebook page at Shonda's Golden Ticket. Thank you so much.